Today I will show how to create this interesting photo manipulation. So let's start. Hey guys, it's Nemanja and welcome to another fun episode. Today we will do another interesting photo manipulation. It's war of airplanes and we will have a lot of fun doing it. So stay with me till the end of this episode, enjoy the ride, and you will learn again a lot of interesting tips and tricks, and you will be able to create your own version of this photo manipulation. So without further ado, let the fun begin. Alright guys, we'll start with this photo as our background, and also we will use some other photos, as you can see right here, to create our photo manipulation. So this will be our background, and now I will import this airplane. Of course, you need to extract the airplanes out of the background, and for that you can use any tool that you want. You can use quick selection tool, you can use the pen tool, or any other way how you want to extract this. And if you're not familiar how to extract anything in Photoshop out of the background, how to select and extract, you can watch my tutorial about that. Link it's right here. So let's go back here, and as you can see, I already made a mask. I already extract those airplanes out of the background to save the time for this tutorial, and I will just copy this and paste back to our background right here. So that's it. And also I will get rid of this mask, layer mask, because I don't need it anymore. So I will just right click and say apply layer mask. Now I have just our airplanes without the mask. So I will position this somewhere here for a start, and let's go load another airplane, this one. I will just copy it and paste it right here. Also I will erase the mask because I don't need it. So apply layer mask and put, this is front, airplane, and this is back airplane. Okay, I will put this one in the back and put it somewhere here, and then press Ctrl Command T and just make it smaller, right? Something like this, just to be like behind this one. And I will rotate it, tilt it actually, like this, and select this one, press Ctrl Command T and just tilt it a little bit on the other side, something like this, to add a little bit more dynamic in the scene. And also I want to crop this image just at the beginning of creating this photo manipulation, because I want to put it on Instagram. So I want to start making this as a scene with aspect ratio of 4:5. So I will go on the crop tool and go to ratio and set 4:5. That's ideal for Instagram. Just press OK, and that's it. I will start making this photo manipulation with this kind of crop. So let's position these guys. This airplane can be actually right here, and this small one can be maybe somewhere here, and maybe something like this. So we can always change the position however we like it, but for now this is okay with me. So maybe even here, or this one a little bit more up, I don't know, we will see. For now I will leave it like that. And also I can move the background, so left and right, because it's a lot wider than this frame size. So I can position it however I like it, maybe like this, and that would be cool too. So I will move both of these airplanes a little bit more up, and I will tilt this one, the front airplane, even more. So something like this, and that's cool. Alright, then I have this airplane in the same layer where the front airplane is, and I will use this airplane as our second airplane who will be falling down below, you will see. So for that I will go on the front airplane layer, use the lasso tool, and just select that airplane and press Shift Ctrl J or Shift Command J on a Mac, and now I have this as a cut on a separate layer. That's cool. Then I will press Ctrl Command T and rotate this. So because this guy will go down, and maybe make it a little bit bigger, just a little bit, something like this, we will see later. And this will be blurry, so I can make it bigger. It will not be so much visible that the pixels are enlarged. So this is cool, and I will place it somewhere here. Okay, for now it's okay. Then what I like to do, maybe this is too high. I like to go and put another airplane in the scene. We will see about this one later. I can go and put our parachuter. So lasso tool and just quickly select this guy like this. Nothing special. We will see how we will blend it. Copy it and just go back and paste it right here. So this is parachuter. I'll just PSH. Okay, and I will put this guy, sorry, wrong tool. I will put it somewhere here. Press Ctrl Command T, right click and flip horizontal. So I want to make the story that this guy is jumped out of this airplane, and this airplane is already hit it. It's burning. The one engine is burning and the airplane is falling down. So this guy will be a little bit smaller. So before I make it smaller, I want to get rid of the background. So I'll show you how easy we can do that by not making just real cuts around this guy. So I will go and put this into multiply blending mode, then press Ctrl L or Command L, or just go to image adjustments and levels. See, the shortcut is Ctrl L. And I want to make this image brighter because in multiply blending mode, everything that is bright, like white color, will be invisible. So I want to make this sky completely white and the sky will go away. Okay, that's cool. But as you can see, I have this problem right here. And for that, I will use eraser tool. I will just erase it. I don't care about doing this destructively because I never will need this again. So I will just use a harder brush, just slowly erase this. Okay, like that, and this part's here too. And now what I like to do, I like to use normal brush, use black color. Okay, I can press and hold Alt or Option key and just sample this color right here. Doesn't need to be perfectly black. This one is cool. And I will just make a brush harder and a little bit smaller, even smaller. So I will use left and right bracket keys to make brush smaller. And I will draw some ropes. So I'll click here, press and hold Shift and click here. Then again, click here, press and hold Shift again. And I will repeat this until I'm satisfied with the results. Then go here, press and hold Shift, the same procedure. So from here to here, then to here. And this is cool. For this, it will be a lot smaller. So this is cool. We have the ropes and everything. Nice. So I will now press Ctrl Command T, make it smaller, maybe like this. And let me see, with move tool, I can move it somewhere here. And that's cool for this guy. Right, now let's play with these two airplanes. Now what I like to do, I like to create some like fire trails, like bullet trails from this airplane towards this one, and some fire, like this airplane is hit a little bit, and few bullets that missed this airplane. So for that, we will use my custom-made smoke, cloud, dust brush sets. And if you're not familiar how to create your own smoke brush, cloud brush, dust brush, etc., you can go and watch my tutorial about that right here. Or you can go to my website and just purchase the set of my cloud brushes, smoke brushes for just $1. So however you want, whatever you feel to do it, just do it. All right, let's go back to this tutorial. Before I create some smoke trails right here, I just want to rename this layer to airplane crash. Okay, so this is this one. I just want to make it smaller. Press Ctrl Command T and just make it a little bit smaller. That's cool. Also, I want to make this parachuter smaller because now it's too big. Like this. Maybe it's too small. Let's see. A little bit less, like that. For now, we will see later. And also I want to reposition these two airplanes. So I want to bring this one a little bit down in here. And I want to make this a little bit smaller. Okay, like that. And move it a little bit up. Maybe even smaller, like it's more behind. Like that. Let me see. This is nice. I like it. Let's zoom it to see. Yeah, this is really, really nice. Maybe to tilt this one just touch back. Like that. Let me see. Actually, I like the first position. All right, guys, now I'll create a new layer and rename it to smoke trails. And I will go to brush tool, right click and go to my custom set of smoke cloud dust brush, right here. I will use the cloud dust number 2. You will see what this brush is doing. I will go with the opacity all the way to 100%. As you can see, this is really nice smoke or cloud brush. And with this brush, we can create some really nice cool smokes. You will see later. And also the cloud dust number 1, actually without number, it's again cool one. This one is again a little bit different for other things, but it's again cool. And the third one is more like a dust, but this one is cool too. So I will use cloud dust number 2, 100% opacity, and let's go here. Let's see, this is too big. I will use left bracket keys to make a brush smaller, even smaller. Let me see, this is first trail, maybe even smaller, even smaller. This is cool. So this is really nice size for a bullet trail. And I will go and pretend that these two things, this one and this one, are actually the guns from the airplane. So I will just press here, unzoom it, press and hold shift, and just click right here. Okay, this is the first trail. Then I will go again, click here, just press and hold shift and click somewhere here. That's cool. And for now, this is okay, 2 bullets. Maybe I can make third, but I don't know, I'm not sure. So 1 here, and just press and hold shift, click here. This is the one from this gun, and again, click, press and hold shift, and create another one that will go somewhere here. Actually, maybe more somewhere here, and that's cool. So now we have 4 bullets that are going from this airplane towards this one, and we will fix this a little bit more later, you will see. But before we are doing that, I want to clean up a little bit this mess right here. So I will create a layer mask, and I will go back and use a regular soft round brush. Okay, I will use black color and just paint with the black color on the mask. And also I want to make a selection of this airplane. To do that, I will just press Control or Command key and click on the front airplane icon right here. That's cool. And I just want to erase these bullet trails from below the wing because they're going above the wing. They will not be visible right here. Okay, these two, and also this one, these two that are going from the other gun, they will not be visible at all from this side of the airplane. So this is cool. You can really easily and precisely erase that. So let me see. Deselect, press Ctrl Command D, and now we have really nice bullet trails. If this is not too visible or we want to make it brighter, we can do that. Just go right here, use a curves adjustment layer, clip it to affect only this one, and now we can make it brighter or darker. So this is an option too. I will make it a little bit brighter. And guys, I have trouble with my throat, some pain, and my voice is a little bit off, so sorry for that. Okay, now we need to create some really fun effects here, like bullets, like fire from the bullets, etc. And for that, I will again use the same brush, same cloud dust brush number 2. Make the brush smaller. Let me see. I will create a new layer and name it bullets. And 100% opacity, just to see the brush size. I need it a little bit bigger, even bigger. So now it's too big. Okay, this is cool. And guys, now I want to sample first red color, okay, or I can just go here and choose some kind of reddish color. And I will paint with a red color brush, cloud brush, and maybe 30% opacity or 50% opacity, just right here with the red color. That's cool. Also maybe 30% opacity, just paint the red trail. Okay, you will see how this will look at the end. And I will now sample some orange color and paint the inside, make a brush touch smaller. So like that. And then I will use this sky color, almost white color, and just paint with even smaller brush with 10% opacity. Just paint like a circle here and just some lines down below. Okay, maybe even smaller brush. And when I unzoom this looks really cool. Also, we will make this a touch smaller. and just paint a little bit more white here. I like this. And I will press Ctrl Command T. I can make this even smaller like that. And I will add some motion blur to this. But before I do that, I want to paint all other bullets here, and I will just fast forward it because it's completely the same. Okay, and that's it. Now I will go to filter, blur, and motion blur. And I just want to make the angle similar to the angle of these trails. So let me see, something like this. Okay, and as you can see, this is the preview, and we have a preview right here. So I will just add some kind of blur. This is too much, this is too low, but maybe around 20. Let me see, the 20 pixels looks nice. I will press OK. And this is really cool. Also, we can add some kind of glow here. So I can double click and go to outer glow. And this is already cool color, some kind of orange color, maybe more saturated. Let me see, like that. And we have a glow. Maybe the size is too big for the glow, just a little bit, and the opacity to lower it a little bit, and that's cool. So we have that. And also I can go to smoke trails and add some motion blur too. So I'll go to blur, motion blur, and just blur those smoke trails, but less, maybe 10 or so, maybe even more, maybe 5, less, sorry guys, maybe 5, just to add before and after. Yeah, before and after, we have just some kind of blur right here, and I like that. And also what we can do, we can maybe go right here and with regular brush, like regular soft round brush, make it a little bit bigger, and 5% opacity. I can just paint out here because it's already faded, the smoke already faded from this part of the airplane, and here it's more dense. So I'll just paint out a little bit, as you can see. Also guys, we need to make some fire muzzles from these guns, and I will just create a new layer and I will name it guns. Okay, and it's the same procedure like making the bullets. I will again use the same brush. I like this brush. Actually, I can use this one for a change. Okay, I like it because guys, I can add a lot of imperfections in the shape. So I will start with the red, maybe 30% opacity, and just paint right here. Maybe 10% opacity to make like this, and again, few of 10, and just make a smaller brush like this. Then I can use maybe even bigger circle. Let me see. Let me see, that's cool. I can use again orange color and just paint with the orange summary side, maybe 30% for the orange color. Just imperfections. Right, and then again white color, actually the sky color. It's not completely white, but it will do the job. Okay, this is cool. And let me see, this looks really nice. Also I can use this one, and with some more imperfections I can add like more whites towards these smoke trails. Okay, and that's cool. You can invest a little bit more time and play, maybe add a little bit more red, I don't know, around it, just as this. The brush is a little bit too big, maybe like that. Just play with that, add even more orange, and then again a little bit more white, etc. So you need to experiment guys with the shape and position, but this looks really cool. Also now I will create the smoke and the fire from this airplane. So for that I will create a new layer. I will name it to airplane crash smoke. Okay, and move this down below to, where is my airplane? Crash. Okay, where it is? It's here. Okay, and let me see, this guy needs to be below the front airplane. So this is it. I will group actually this, press Ctrl Command G, and just name the group to airplane crashed. Okay, and inside the group on the airplane crash smoke layer, I will again use this smoke brush, make opacity much bigger, and choose some dark color, even darker than this, or something like that. I will start with the dark color and make the brush bigger. Okay, and just make something like this shape. Okay, actually I can use a little bit brighter brush for a start, then make everything darker later. And even bigger, and maybe now 20% opacity brush, a little bit bigger, and just like there is some kind of smoke right here. Smoke leftovers, something like that. This is like this. And now let's play. Let's use a brighter brush and just like dodge it a little bit, dodge this smoke. Okay, and we can even create a mask, and with the black brush just get rid of some smoke right here. Okay, make it more narrow. And for now this is cool. We will get back to this again, and now I want to introduce some fire to both planes, fire to this plane and fire to this one. So for that, let's just save this just in case the Photoshop crash. For that I will go to my fire layer, I will copy this, go back right here, paste it. I will paste it inside the airplane crash group, because this will be the fire for this airplane. I will make it smaller, a lot smaller, like this, press enter. And then I will just put this into screen blending mode. Okay, I just want to get rid of the blacks and make everything even smaller, rotate, put it somewhere here, and now I'll right click and go to warp. And now I will just reposition this like where I want my fire to start. Actually guys, I made a mistake, but it's not a big mistake. You will see, we'll fix it really fast. I just want to move the fire and the smoke layer to the engine. I don't want my tail to burn, I just want engine to burn, like this. So I just move from here to here, nothing too much. Like, it's not a big mistake, but I want to go to fire layer and add a layer mask and just paint a little bit with a black smoke brush, because I like those brushes that are not perfectly rounded. Just some imperfections right here, so this is cool. And also on the smoke layer, if you want this fire to be visible and the fire is in screen blending mode, you just need to use some darker color, maybe like this, and just paint with maybe 10% opacity. Just paint some smoke below, or even 20-30%, and you will see the fire gets more and more visible. So this is cool. Yeah, I like it. So this is okay, but I need to refine the mask a little bit, because I painted here before, if you remember. And also I want to change the shape of the fire a little bit. Control Command T, right click, warp it, and just warp it a little bit, like this. Okay, this is cool. Let's unzoom it. Yeah, this plane is burning, and maybe this fire is a little bit bigger, so I will just make it smaller, move it here. And now it's pretty decent. Now we need to do the same for this airplane, so I will close the group. Let's go to front airplane, and let's create a group for that. So I will name this again front airplane, and inside the group I will create a new fire layer. And on this layer I will again paste the same fire that I already copied from the previous image, put it in screen blending mode, and I will do exactly the same, but this time I will rotate this, and I will put the fire somewhere here, like it's going out of this part of the airplane. So make it even smaller. Okay, put it here, right click, warp it, just make it more round, like that. I am purposely going over the edge of this part right here, because I will erase it with a mask, the same I did here. Okay, so this is nice, and maybe this part will go like that. Okay, like fire is going right here. I'll press OK. Let me see if the fire is too big. Maybe it is too big, so I'll make it smaller like that. Put it somewhere here and press OK. And guys, now I'll create a mask, the same procedure, just paint with the black, and I will just fast forward this. Right, that's it. Now I'll create a new layer below the fire and name it smoke. And I will create the smoke again like I had on this airplane. I will create with my smoke brush, darker brush like that. Just play with this. Just create some kind of smoke, like it's going there. Like everything is burning right here. Here I want a darker smoke because of the effect, maybe a little bit brighter, but not so bright. Smoke right here. And this is something that you need to experiment, guys, with the smoke and the shape and the size of the smoke. So I will not invest too much time right now. But this is how you can do it. So I'm now showing you what you can do and how you can do, and then you will have a lot more time on your own practicing this and adding the smoke and the shape of the smoke. You can even make like a big smoke, but this is too big, like that if you want, or maybe you want to make it smaller. You maybe don't want so big, so you can warp it a little bit and just you can say, all right, this is too big, I just want a smaller smoke like that. And this is cool too. So whatever you feel like it's good for your photo. Alright guys, now we need to finalize this. I want to add some debris here, so I will create a new layer, name it debris. And again, I'm using my custom-made debris brush. If you're not familiar with that, if you're not familiar how to create your own debris brush, you can go and watch my tutorial about that right here, or you can go again to my website and purchase the set of debris brushes. I think it's again $1, so you have the links down there in the description. All right, so I will right click and go here to debris, my debris brushes, and as you can see, this is really cool. So I will just put some kind of debris here, actually here, like everything is falling apart. So let me see, I'll just make something like that, and then I will erase what is maybe, let me see, this is too much. Something like this is cool. All right, then I will create a mask. Just use a regular soft round brush, and I just want to erase some parts that are going below the plane. I don't need this. I can maybe leave this and this, but this is too much under the wing. Okay, and this is cool. And also I want to add some kind of sparkle, so I will go to this image, copy it and paste it right here. Same about the debris. Actually, yeah, I will paste it above, rotate it, make it like smaller and narrow like that, and even smaller. And then I will put it in, again, screen blending mode, but I need to use levels. Press Ctrl Command L and make everything darker. So as you can see, I will get rid of the background, but I will put this over the fire. And now I will again play, make it smaller, warp it even. Okay, I can warp it like this, and then again free transform, and I'm holding Control key, guys, right now, or Command on the Mac, just to change the perspective a little bit. So this is cool. And also I will create a mask, and just with a soft brush, I will just maybe with 20% opacity raise some parts right here. So this is cool. This is burning. You can add this to another airplane right here if you want. And this is totally okay, and maybe it will be even better effect, but I will not do right now. Maybe I will do it in my final version and I will put it on Instagram, so check that out later. And we are almost done. Actually, I just want to play with this guy right here. So maybe he will be like here, or maybe a little bit more up. I'm not sure. And that's it, guys. We're basically done with this. Now we need to merge everything together and do final color correction, and we are done. So let's do it. Let's go to the most top layer right here and press Shift Control Alt T or Shift Command Option E on a Mac. Merge everything into one layer if we are satisfied with the positions, etc. But now I will undo it, and I just want to move this guy somewhere here. Now I will go again here, merge everything into one layer, and go to Filter, Camera Raw, and just play with some colors right here. So I will add a little bit more contrast. I will open the shadows and add a clarity, just a touch. Also, I will desaturate it a little bit. And I will go to HSL and I will go to saturation and boost the reds and the orange, the saturation of reds and the orange. Also, I will go to split toning and add some bluish tint in the shadows. Okay, and add some greenish, teal greenish tint in the highlight, but not like too much, just a bit like that. And also I want to add some vignetting, just a touch too. And let me see, I can go to this final tab and just saturate the reds and change the reds a little bit over hue towards the reds, more like magenta, but just a bit. And also I can desaturate the blues or saturate. I will desaturate the touch and go back to HSL. I want to desaturate these greens right here. So greens, I will desaturate it a little bit, and aqua too. So that's cool. Hue, maybe change the hue of the greens towards the yellows a little bit, and that's it. We can sharpen it a touch. If you press and hold Alt or Option key, you can see what is including in sharpening. I'll go with radius all the way back and just a touch of sharpening, and that's cool. And also, guys, we can go to gradient filter and just make the sky a little bit darker, just the upper part of the sky. As you can see, I can play with the exposure, but just a touch like that, and I will press OK. And this is it, before and after. This is one version of how you can color grade it. You can do however you want. I'm leaving that up to you. Play with that. Just make sure that the colors are going nicely together. So think about the color tier, etc. Also, you can go right here and add the title, for example, War of Airplanes. Put it somewhere here, maybe to put the title into black. And now we have some kind of a movie poster. So this is it, guys. We are done with this photo manipulation. Alright, guys, and we are finally done. Just keep in mind that this photo manipulation can be tweaked even more. You can add even more effects, even more planes, or you can dodge and burn some planes, play with the lights. So you can even change some lights. If you want to know how to paint lights on the photo, you can check my tutorial about that right here. So just play, experiment, and improve this photo even more. I'm now just showing here you some guidance, some tips and tricks, how you can combine everything together, and I'm leaving everything now up to you, to your imagination, because in a lot of our previous tutorials we covered a lot of techniques, a lot of tips and tricks that you can implement in this really simple but really interesting photo manipulation. So if you create something really fun and interesting, and I know that you will create something because you're always surprising me with your version of these photo manipulations that I'm showing you, please put it on Instagram, tag me, and I will check it out. I really want to see how are you improving after my tutorials. Right, guys, if you like this tutorial, if you appreciate the content, press that like button, share it with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe. Also ring that bell icon to be notified about all the future episodes. And if you have any question regarding to this episode, please leave me down there in the comment section below. I will be glad to answer it. Have fun, practice, experiment, and see you guys in my next fun episode. Bye bye.